Yo, it's Miss OutWeigh Variety, and welcome to the second episode of the Word to Wednesday show, man. Hey, listen, I told y'all I was going to bring it. We already at the second episode. We got many more episodes to go of fire encouragement. On today's episode, it ain't going to just be me giving that fire encouragement, though. I got my boy sitting here next to me, man. We're going to deliver some super fire encouragement for y'all. I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself, and then we're going to jump right into it, man. Tell them your name, tell them where you're from, what you do, let them know something.
But it's easy, man. I'm coming to y'all, man. I spread number positivity, number good vibes, number inspiration. Glad to be on the show. Thank you for having me, by the way.
For sure.
Glad to be on the show. I look forward to doing many more things with you.
Oh, yeah.
That's what y'all getting today. Some positive vibes, man. Encouraging vibes, motivational vibes, straight up.
For sure. Yeah, man, you my first guest. That's pressure.
That's an honor.
Pressure. That's pressure, man. We got some pressure going on right now. My first guest, man, but it's an honor for real. I definitely appreciate you willing to join this encouragement community.
For sure.
Look forward to the things we're going to do in the future, but we ain't going to talk about that right now. I ain't going to get into that. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this episode, man. Like I said, fire encouragement. Definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. So we just going to get to it. So on today's episode, the encouragement is grow through what you go through.
Yeah, that's tough there.
That's tough right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's all the encouragement y'all probably need. We probably can just get up and walk up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
You say grow through what you go through, huh?
Yeah. Grow through what you go through. Yeah. Growing through what you go through. Yeah. Man, listen. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know right now, though, before we go ahead and get started, before we dig deep into that, let me tell you, this is not advice. I'm not your therapist.
Me neither.
Simply encouragement, man. Simply encouragement. We are not offering advice. We are not y'all therapists. This is simply encouragement, man. Small disclaimer. Y'all already know. But anyway, yeah, growing through what you go through, though, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. I'm going to go ahead and start with a little quote, though, real quick. So when we talking about growth, you know what I'm saying? Like, growth isn't about what happens to you. It's about what happens within you during the growing stages. That's fire.
Yeah, that's deep.
That's deep.
Almost like growing pains. When you growing, it's painful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's deep. I like that.
Yeah.
Like that.
You know, a lot of people don't recognize what it's like to be able to grow through that pain, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we experience different things and we be like ready to just give up. You know what I'm saying? Because it might hurt so bad, or we just get it to a place where we just don't know, you know? And we don't recognize that every season has its season to grow.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
Every season, you know? And we don't really pay attention to that part of it. Like, we don't really pay attention to that part. So let's unpack this real quick. So when we talking about growing through situations, we are built to rise. Right?
Yeah.
We only built to go up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like sometimes we just get caught in the situation so deeply that we allow it to really take control over what the growth is supposed to be in that season. You know what I mean?
I know. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. So yeah, well, for me, let me keep it on me. You know,
go ahead, talk about it.
Build to rise. What I think about, I can expound on many things, but one of the things I would say is I've been in situations, rather, you know, catching felony cases and whatnot, and it's meant to destroy you at some point, you know, especially for me, you know, so allowing that to destroy me, it wouldn't have did nothing for me. So I looked for a positive outlet in that. Now, y'all might say, what's positive when you get locked up? Well, for me, I didn't have my high school diploma.
Oh, yeah?
You know, so they was offering high school within the Cook County jail system. So you know what I did? I turned the negative into a positive. I looked at it like I was going to school again.
Yeah.
And what came about that was I was able to earn my high school diploma while I was in Cook County Jail fighting a Class X felon. So many people would have probably given up in a situation like that. Like, I don't want to go to no school. You know, I'm fighting drama. You know, I don't know what's about to turn out in this situation. So it's like, you know what? Let me turn that negative into a positive. Let me get on track with that.
Right, right.
You know, so
Yeah, that's crazy though. You know what? Because people probably wouldn't have, most young black men probably wouldn't have took that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always opportunities in front of us.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like one of the definition of my brand, OutWeigh Variety, is, you know what I'm saying, weighing your options to strengthen your outcome, right?
I never know that.
Yeah, for real. Oh, see, now we got the bag up. We got the bag up. I got to feel the man in.
That's dope. That's dope.
But yeah, so like the definition that I coined for OutWeigh Variety is to strategically weigh advantages and disadvantages in order to strengthen an outcome, right? And so OutWeigh Variety is basically weighing your options, weighing the opportunities. And it's like, even in that situation, there was an opportunity.
Exactly. It was.
Which is crazy, right? And you took that opportunity, and like you said, you turned that negative into a positive because we built to rise.
Yeah, you definitely built the rise.
Yeah.
You definitely.
Yeah.
You gotta rise above any and everything that come your way.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, that's tough though. That's very inspiring. That's some encouragement for y'all right there. Listen. Y'all better hear this man. I'm telling you, that's some encouragement right there. A lot of people don't bounce back from felonies.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? It didn't stop there, you know, because I was able to get bonded out of jail. You know, so when you get bonded out of jail, the case not over with.
Right.
You know, you just fighting it from the outside.
Right, got a little free time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, in the midst of that, you know, it's like, I need to rebuild myself, you know, because it's like, okay, I've been sitting in the Cook County Jail for 2.5 years. I'm lost now. You know, my daughter then got 2.5 years older, you know.
Out of time.
But you know what? I got this high school diploma now. So when I hit them streets, I hit them running. I always wrote out things so I could have me a plan for whenever I exit. Not knowing when I was going to exit, but when that exit come, I'm ready for it. So I got in college. I got in school.
Start snapping.
Yeah, soon I got in school. I had got a job. I just got with the variety. I kept it rolling. I kept it pushing. I kept building. You know, but what happens to building? Sometimes they get knocked down.
Yeah,
so you rebuild them up.
Right.
You know, so hey, I went through trials and tribulations, but guess what? I kept building.
You kept going.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's important, man. See, a lot of times we don't even do that, right? Like, we got to keep going. We hit one stumbling block, you know what I'm saying? We hit one trial, one tribulation, and it's like, man, I'm through, you know?
You know what? It's so cliche to say, but everybody said what don't kill you, it actually do make you strong.
For sure.
It's like you can go through the worst times of life. It could be like a punch after a punch after a punch. Something just hitting at you, but you study getting back up.
Right.
My apartment caught on fire.
Sheesh.
Lost everything.
Sheesh.
Got back up.
Yeah.
You know?
Because what else to do?
You gonna let it kill you?
Right. What else to do, though? You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta keep going. Keep going. Keep God first. Keep that faith.
Yep.
Constantly talk to God. You know, so.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, most definitely. But hey, that right there, that's some hot fire for y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. We gonna go ahead and move into the next point of it though, which is leading up to it, you know what I'm saying? The breakdown to the breakthrough. The breakdown to the breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? The power in pain, right? You just said what don't kill you will make you stronger.
Yeah.
If you allow it to, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you allow yourself to be in a position to be strengthened, right? See, a lot of times we don't even allow ourselves to be strengthened. We don't even, first of all, we don't even recognize how strong we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't even recognize how strong we are until we start to hit certain situations, until we start to go through certain things and experience different stuff, right? So that the breakdown to the breakthrough is, man, that season of that breakdown to that breakthrough is you gotta really be focused. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you gotta keep God first, right? Yeah. Like we can't do nothing out here without the faith. Man. We can't do nothing out here without the faith, man. And it's like when you grasp that, when you understand that, you understand the breakdown that you might be going through right now, what is meant to break you down is only going to help pull you through. It's only gonna help you pull you through.
So yeah, even with the breakdown to the breakthrough. So like I just mentioned, you know, the case never over with.
Right.
You know, so like what comes about the case, you know? So in the midst of me being out for that time period, I think I was home from like 2012 to like 2015 or something like that. But in the midst of that, I had did so much throughout that time, you know, landed good jobs, things of that nature. But when the case was all said and done with, I ended up getting 10 years at 50%. Now,
Sheesh.
that's a lot of time, you know, being that I did 2.5 already, so I had to go do 2.5 more. So it's like, man, God, what you trying to tell me? I've been doing everything right. I've been staying on the right path, but what is it you trying to tell me?
Right.
You know, so as a man, I had to take that. You know, I had to take that to the chin because I did that, so I had to pay for it, right?
Right.
So you go in thinking one thing, but God got another plan for you. That's the breakthrough part of it.
Right.
So you got broken down.
Hey,
you
I
had
don't
to
know
go
if
back.
y'all just caught that. Listen, listen, I don't know if y'all just caught that. He just said something. Y'all better listen.
So that's the
Y'all
breakthrough
better
part. To go in there with an outdate for another 2.5 years. But see, guess what? God had different plans. I say he had a breakthrough for me, right?
Right.
I went in there in July.
Mm-hmm.
By November, I was getting a call.
Mm-hmm.
Not a call from anybody, my lawyer.
Yeah.
Contacting me. Hey, you coming home? I say, I'm coming home. What are you talking about? Like, I got to. Like, nah, you coming home much sooner than you think. I got you back in court.
Okay.
You know, to even reconsider everything that was going on. And, you know, I dropped down on my knees when I got the news because I already knew, like, this ain't nothing but God. This the breakthrough. He took me through this to see if that faith was going to break.
Yeah.
But it actually had gotten stronger because I built a relationship with him and I know my God. So I ain't trying to preach to y'all neither, man. This just,
too, man.
man.
Encouragement. Hey, listen, this ain't advice. We not y'all therapists. This is simply encouragement. If you got to preach it, man, preach it. They need to hear it. Somebody need to hear it.
Yeah, man, to lose it all and come back even stronger. Like, people didn't, you know, shut the door in my face, but I just knew that God had something for me, and he constantly doing things. He's constantly breaking down walls for me, you know, so he's constantly opening doors and he's constantly providing breakthroughs, so.
Man, listen, if that ain't inspiring, I don't know what is. For a second, I thought I was finna get a little teary-eyed, but
I ain't trying to do that.
for a second, I thought my eyes was getting a little, y'all heard me start coughing, right? Listen, for a second, I thought I was gonna get a little teary-eyed.
Yeah.
Because that's inspiring. That's encouraging, right?
Yeah, right.
Because the thing is, we have this thought in our mind of what we think the breakthrough is supposed to be like.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, God always got a different plan.
Yeah.
What we be trying to do is measure up to his plan.
Life, I
you know
agree.
What I'm saying? We be trying to measure up to his plan. We think, okay, something happened like this how I gotta go after this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like, that's not the case. That's not the case at all, because what he can see, we'll never be able to see. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you didn't let that bring you down. You didn't let that be another breakdown when it was like, okay, you got to go back in and do another 2 years, 2.5 years, whatever the case may be. What you say? You said you took it to the chin, right? And you said, I did what I did. I got to go do this. Right now, I got to go take care of this. You humbled yourself to do that, right? You ain't throw a fuss. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? All of the lashing out you probably could have did, but you didn't allow yourself to do that. You know, you took it and said, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna go just handle what I need to handle.
Yeah.
You know, because I put myself in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's the point that we gotta get to.
Yeah.
That's the point that we have to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go through the breakdown, and a lot of time the breakdown be our fault. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Let's just call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
A lot of time the breakdown be our fault. But we don't want to accept accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Big one.
We don't want to accept accountability. So you took accountability in that, right? And it's like, man, even though I thought I was out, I was free, woo, I ain't free. You know what I'm saying? I ain't free until God say I'm free.
Exactly.
You know? And that's tough, man. Well, I'm glad you home, bro. I'm glad you up out of there.
I'm staying here.
Yeah, stay out. Stay out them people's way.
I'm out the way.
Stay out them people way, man. Stay out them people way, man. People need you out here. People need to hear this story. You know what I'm saying? Your daughter needs you.
Yeah.
You know, your people need you. You know what I'm saying? We all got an assigned mission. You know?
I agree.
We all got an assigned mission. And that was part of your story so that you can run this mission.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I'm glad you home though, man. Praise to the freedom, man. Praise to the freedom. You know what I'm saying? So, whew, that's tough right there. Golly.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. But, you know, it is what it is. But that's just evidence of being able to grow through what you go through.
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
That's just evidence of it, right? Because even when you went in and you did your little 2 years or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Not little, because that's a long time. But when you did your 2 years, 2 years is a hell of a long time. It's like when you sign a contract, they be like, yeah, you got to do this for 2 years. I'll be like, hold on. Now, you do a month,
Right.
this is getting crazy.
Yeah.
But even when you did your 2 years, you know what I'm saying, you grew in that.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like that changed my life, you know. I feel like I needed that, you know, and I was able to pivot from it, and that's an amazing thing to do.
For sure, for sure. Definitely love to hear it, man. And pivoting is hard.
Oh, what?
Pivoting is hard, especially when you used to, you know, being a certain way, doing a certain thing, but God delivers.
Yes, he does.
He delivers, man.
Yeah.
He'll change you around.
I'm telling you.
He'll change you around in a day. You won't even know it.
You won't know it.
You won't know it.
No.
You will wake up and you won't even have that same urge to do that same thing no more. Exactly. To be that same person no more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's crazy. But touching on the next point, man, you know, the strength of stillness, being the bigger person and the peace over chaos. That just rolled right into it. We just rolled it right in for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We just laying it out. We just laying it out. So cute. It's so pretty. We just laying it out for y'all, man. Listen, the strength of stillness. You were still.
Man.
You were still. You were still. And you chose peace over chaos. Like I said, you probably could have crashed out.
Oh yeah, it's been many opportunities to do so. Even nowadays, you know, like life within itself today, you know, like I deal with customer service. I come in contact with a lot of different people on a day-to-day, you know, especially downtown Chicago, north side of Chicago. And that's the thing, like, you never know what anybody is going through.
Facts.
Off the approach, you know, even just a simple good morning, how you doing? You know, and then you run into certain people that's trying to bring things your way.
Right.
And it's like, sometimes you just got to think before you react.
Yeah.
You know, because that reaction, y'all see it all day, every day, you know. A simple argument could turn into somebody getting killed. You feel me? Now, that person ain't got killed, but this person about to do 100 years. So it's like, where I see myself at in the future, I can't allow one mistake to cost me that. Because I got too much going on. I got too much to lose, and I got too much I'm fighting for. I got too much I'm striving for. So it's like, sometimes you just got to absolutely just calm down. I say this prayer, like I said, I ain't trying to preach to y'all.
Preach it, man. We preaching. Listen, if you gotta preach it, preach it. Let God use you, man. Do your thing.
But my late aunt, she when she wrote me while I was in Cook County, she sent me a prayer. God grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So within that prayer, it's like, you can't change somebody else. All you can do is change yourself. And your reaction to things. So don't react to what they trying to do. You know, I done been in plenty situations recently where a person try to, you know, take me to that next level. I'm like, man, you know what? God bless you, man. Have a blessed day. And I keep it moving. And you be surprised what that do to a person.
Yeah.
You know?
It make them feel it.
Yeah.
They be like,
they wouldn't expect it.
Yeah, they be like, what?
Yeah.
God bless me. No, man, we into it.
like, nah, you into it with yourself.
Oh, bro.
I'm gonna keep it moving, man. You know, you can have that. You know, I mean, I'd rather be the bigger person than be 6 feet under, or, you know, in a cell, in the bathroom. You know,
yeah, for sure.
Somebody tell you to turn the lights off and get up for child. I'd rather eat what I like to eat, go where I like to go. You know, so.
Self-control, man. Self-control is so important, man. Choosing peace over chaos, man, it's too many times we think we bigger than the program.
Yeah.
Too many times we think we bigger than the program. We ain't bigger than nothing. You're not bigger than it, man. You're not bigger than it. Having self-control gives you more power. You're more powerful being under control than any other state that you're in, man.
Yeah.
You're more powerful being under control than any other state that you can be in, man. And it's like, when you realize that, you move different. Like you said, like you don't got time to be going toe to toe with people no more. First of all, because times is different.
Yeah.
Times is completely different. It ain't you can't even get your one in no more.
It's over.
People trying to kill you.
Yeah.
People trying to take you out, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Over 30 seconds of anger. Yeah. It's not worth it. You know, so you gotta be able to be the bigger person, man. You gotta be able to choose peace, man. Like, it's just so much growth in choosing peace. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, even for me, like, listen, as a kid, I was rough around the edges. As a kid, I was rough around the edges, man. God bless my mama, because she dealt with me and my nonsense of just being bad. I don't know. I was just horrible sometimes.
Look at you now.
Yeah, like, now I'm out here telling y'all to be good.
That's because you went through it. Right. You grew through what you went through.
Exactly. I had to grow up.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk.
But yeah, just short-tempered, man, you know, ready to lash out. And even still to this day, I can be very sarcastic. I can definitely have a smart mouth, right? But I try to be mindful of the things that I say and mindful of the things that I do, right? Because it's like, even when we was kids, you heard the saying, like, sticks and stones will break my bones with words that never hurt me. If that wasn't the biggest lie we've ever been told, because words cut.
Deep.
Words cut, man. Words cut. You can tell somebody up with some words, man. So it's important to be able to, you know what I'm saying, take a step back and have that self-control and just be still in some moments. Like, we have a problem with being still.
Yeah.
We have a problem with being still. A lot of us, we just really struggle with that, and it's because we want to be able to control everything. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't have to control all the time. No. I got to control all the time. So
all the time.
Really got to, like you said, be still.
Be still.
Be still.
Yeah, because it ain't much that we control. If you actually take some time to sit down and think about it, it ain't much that we control, man. We don't control anything. Like you said, God control it all. You know, we put ourselves in situations where we think we have control, and then that's when that breakdown comes, right? That's when that breakdown comes. So, you know, we gotta make sure that we are in a place where we first check ourselves. You know what I'm saying? On the first episode of Word to Wednesday, I talked a lot about unpacking ourselves. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And being in a place of self-reflecting. And I think that people don't do enough of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Me too. Like, I try to do as much self-reflecting as possible. Because I want to grow to be a better person, right? But not just a better person to people, but I want to grow to fulfill the purpose that God has uniquely designed for me. Exactly. So it's like, I got to make sure that I'm always in a place to learn, to hear from him, to learn what I'm supposed to be doing. And that takes self-control. Yeah, you know? And we don't dig that deep. You know what I'm saying? We don't dig that deep because we got so much other stuff going on, and there's so much other stuff going on in the world. But it's important to be in that space to recognize that. Yeah, take time out for yourself. You deserve it. You need it. You know, self-reflect, like she just said, you know. Be able to look at yourself in the mirror and know who you exactly are, you know, because your mind can get clouded when you running around with any and everybody and you ain't even protecting your own peace, you know. So people be battling demons and then they pushing that off on you. So it's always good to be still at some point in life and actually, you know, dig a little bit deeper within yourself. Yeah. Talk about that. Yeah. Ripping and running with a bunch of random people. Stop that. Yeah. Cut it out. Cut it out. You know, get you nowhere. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. You will find yourself in some dangerous, dangerous places, man. Find yourself battling stuff that ain't got nothing to do with you. Because you ain't had no business being over there. Yeah. You ain't had no business having that conversation. You ain't had no business going across that street. You ain't had no business doing that. But we can't recognize those things if we don't, like you said, look in the mirror and know who we are. And understand too, like, even if you look in the mirror and you don't know exactly who you are you at least figuring it out? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, are you at least thinking about it? Are you at least trying to? Are you around people that's pouring into you so that you can start to see who you are? Because who you are is going to reflect around the people that you hang around. You should be able to see a hint of yourself in them. You know what I'm saying? But if you look around at your circle and the people that you spend majority of your time with and the conversations that you be having, and you don't see a hint of yourself in them, what you doing over there? What are you doing over there? What are you doing in them conversations? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all gotta hear that. But we about to roll right into the next one. Here we go. Transforming your life. See, I be just saying.
Yeah, you just said that so wicked.
Here we go. You know what I'm saying? I'm a chef.
You a chef?
I be chefing. I be chefing with this encouragement. I ain't gonna cap to you. But transforming your life, man. Transforming your life. Designing the new you. What does that look like? What that look like?
It look like me. You know what? It look like me, but on a serious note, it's like when you want better for yourself, you tend to do better. You tend to put yourself in different environments. You do a lot of networking as well. You know, I had to take a step back from myself because I really want to know what is it that Byron want to do. You know, what is it that I really, really want to tap into, you know? And then I just felt like I got a testimony. We all got our own testimony. And you're welcome to, you know, share your testimony, you know, because I love to hear it.
You should share your testimony.
You should, exactly. It may change somebody's life. All we trying to do is change one life, you know? Now, whatever comes from that, comes from it. But, hey, I had to take a step back and really look at myself and where I was trying to go in life. Now, did I lose some friends along the way? Yeah. Was some people mad at me? Yeah. Why? Because I chose me over them.
Them wasn't your people anyway, man.
Exactly. So it's like, you got to choose you, you know? So, like, I got closer to God, like I mentioned, you know, throughout this conversation. I got closer with God. I got closer with me, you know, closer with my family and my friends, you know, and just let them know what type of timing I was on. Right. And if you on this type of time with me, then cool. If not, I'm going to still grow. I might outgrow you, you know, because I heard that eagles don't fly with pigeons. So eagles reach a certain height that a pigeon can't reach.
Can't even get up there.
Exactly. So eventually the pigeon going to, you know, get up off you.
Yep.
So you just got to keep soaring to new heights, you know, and don't be afraid to have conversations. That's what a lot of us, we tend to do. We're afraid to talk to somebody. You know, you never know what comes about that conversation. You never know who you may talk to, who you may run into. That may change your life. It's happened to me on several occasions, even job to job. You know, I'm talking to people and they giving me even more input on some things and like, you know what, you should do this.
Right.
You'll do good in this spot in life, you know. So I'm like, what? So then me doing my research and actually coming, you know, to who I am to this day, you know, like I bet I could do that from here. That's God blessing me though.
Right.
Like, hey, you build relationships.
Yeah.
You know, relationships take you far, but build the right relationships, you know.
Heavy on the right ones. Because we be out here building them joints, but them joints don't be
right all the time, you know. So
don't be right.
I always want to, don't ever stop learning. You know, don't ever be afraid to stop learning. You always need to learn, man, because it's going to take you far. I promise you, you know, that transformation, it wasn't easy, you know, so don't think it was easy, but it was easy to me.
It was preparation.
It was preparation.
It was preparation.
So
yeah, for sure. I like what you said though about, you know what I'm saying, when you decided to change you and you lost some friends and you lost some people, and I think what happens is a lot of people fear that transition for themselves because of the attachments that they have with people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I've been knowing this nigga for 20 years.
Yeah.
I've been knowing her for 5 years. This my girl, this my homie, this my... But it's like, if they not helping you continuously grow, you know what I'm saying, then sometimes you just got to let them type of people go. You got to get them people up off you. You know what I'm saying? And God will do it so crazy for you. You ain't willing to cut them off. He gonna make sure they get cut off.
Yeah.
He gonna break it down for you. He gonna get them up out the way. You know what I'm saying? And it's important to recognize that, you know, because that transition, when you start to transition into who God is calling you to be.
Yeah.
You know, the walk that you're supposed to have, the journey, the different journeys that you be on and stuff like that. Like a lot of stuff changes, you know, not just within you, but around you.
Right, yeah.
You start to see stuff differently. Like
yeah.
you don't have, like I said earlier, like you don't have the same cravings. You don't have the same desires to do certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of if it's something big or if it's something simple.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to allow yourself to walk through that. You can't walk through transformation in fear.
Nah, you can't.
You know
You shouldn't have no form of fear.
Right.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know? So like, even like you said, your past life, a lot of people tend to draw back to that past.
Yep.
It's like, nah, we working on the present and the future.
Exactly.
You know, so like, if you tie yourself to folks who's constantly focused in on your past, it's like, I got to detach from you.
Exactly.
Because either you want me to stay in the past or you don't want me to grow.
Exactly.
You know, and I've been fortunate to have people around me that really encourage me, and I always, you know, take their head off to me and say, man, bro, keep doing what you're doing. I watched you transition.
Right.
And I love that for not only myself, but for them, so they could see it's possible.
Right.
It's possible to transform your life.
Yeah.
It's possible to make it over any type of obstacle. It's possible. You feel me? So it's like, don't let nothing get you down. Whether you come from a broken home, a fatherless home, whether you come from drug abuse, alcohol abuse, whether you come from gangs, you know, like any and everything, you can overcome that. It's all about you and what you really want to do.
About it. Yeah. You got to be willing to make that change, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because can't nobody else change you. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to step into who you are called to be and what you're supposed to be doing, you got to allow that transformation to happen. And you have to be okay with dropping some weight. You know what I'm saying? You got to be okay with dropping some people, you know what I'm saying? Leaving some people behind. And I'm not saying that it don't hurt.
No, it's painful.
It hurt.
Painful.
No, you know what I'm saying? I can speak for myself too. Like, it's like, I'm not saying that does not hurt. You know what I'm saying? To leave certain people in certain spaces because you're just no longer there. You know, but sometimes you have to clear things out so that you could create more space, so that other things can come in. You know what I'm saying? Because everything can't be in the same room. You know, everything can't be in the same space. So it's like you got to allow yourself to transition in that way and understand that God got a uniquely designed plan specifically for you, you know, and when it's time to cut some branches down and it's time to remove some stuff, you know, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Whether you take the initiative or not, it's gonna come about. But transformation and designing the new you, even after the hurt of feeling like you losing certain people or you losing certain things, it feels so good on the other side.
Man, you do.
It feels so good on the other side, man. And you know why? It's because peace is there.
Yeah.
Peace is on that other side, you know?
Yeah.
We like to think that we walking in peace when we doing all this crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? And ain't no peace over there. You know, you really start to walk in peace when you start to allow yourself to be transformed into exactly who you're supposed to be. You can't constantly be in the same space. You're not gonna grow in the same space. It's just like growing a flower in a flower pot, right? You can't keep that same little seed, that same little root in the small pot. Eventually, you got to put it in a bigger pot.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to move it, right? Because there's no other space for it to grow. And by doing that, you allow yourself to be able to put more dirt in this pot, right?
Exactly.
You putting in something new. So, you know, you just gotta go through that, man. You gotta go through it.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure. But we gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. That's on fire for y'all, man. If y'all ain't thinking, scratching y'all head, taking some notes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? you probably should. That's okay. This will be up on the YouTube channel, so y'all can go ahead and tap into this episode. But man, I definitely appreciate having you, man.
I appreciate you.
Some fire right there, man. Like I said, I thought I was gonna drop a tit earlier. I was gonna drop a little tit earlier, man. But that's how it is, though, when you hear other people's story. You know what I'm saying? When you hear other people's story, you get inspired. And so I definitely appreciate that encouragement, man. And I hope that encouragement touches somebody out there, man, for sure. So, Yeah, we gonna go ahead and close out though, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in to the second episode of Word to Wednesday, man. Grow through what you're going through. Just grow through it, man. Just grow through it. Hang on tight. Don't let the breakdown keep you down. You know what I'm saying? Reach that breakthrough point. It's there. It's coming.
Exactly.
It's coming, man. It's coming there, man. Trust God on that. Have some faith, man. You're gonna get to that other side. But anyway, I hope this message encourages someone today, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the second episode to the Word to Wednesday show, man. I appreciate you, my boy, for coming through. Go ahead and tell the people where they can find you at, man, how they can get in touch with you and maybe hear some more encouragement, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at TC Holman, HOLMAN. But you're going to be hearing plenty more things from me. I got a non-for-profit coming soon, Easy's Way. Man, that's gonna be fire. It's gonna touch bases on a lot of the different things, I got coming y'all way, especially for adolescents going through any type of, things that they may be going through that I've went through, whether it be, like I said before, drug abuse, mother abusing drugs, father abusing drugs, a fatherless home, any type of things you're dealing with as far as you want to join a gang or you want to be a part of something that you shouldn't be a part of. It's going to be more so like a safe haven. And I just recently got my financial services license, and I'll be able to teach them those things as well, and I'll be able to have people come talk out. I know you gonna come out.
Hey, I'm there.
So she definitely gonna be there. So like you gonna hear so much from not only myself but her as well. So I mean,
for sure.
Like I said, get with me, tune in, like, share this video. Hopefully it touches somebody out there that really need to hear it as well. Love.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Make sure y'all tune in with me for the last episode. Make sure y'all tune in with me for the last Wednesday of every month, man, for the Word to Wednesday show. I'm your host, Miss OutWeigh Variety, and we're going to check in with y'all on the next one. Let's go.
Let's go.